I'm just like a real DJ. I'm nothing like a real DJ. I was once. Used to do the old desk and everything. That's too much trouble now, isn't it? Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Sunday. I thought I'd better do one of these. Oh, look at me again, all red-faced and squinty because I've had a hot bath. I just had a mouthful of peanuts as well because I was hungry. They're probably, fucking hell. Does it matter now? Like, am I ever going to be criticised for not looking good now? Oh, fuck. That's why I don't have to worry about the paparazzi. They're never going to get a picture of me looking worse than I want to, really. Anyway, right, loads of questions, can't get through all of them. You wake up with a special power that allows you to inflict a minor but very annoying inconvenience on anybody you don't like. What would it be? That's a good one, that, isn't it? That's a really good one. So it can't be horrible, it can't be like, it can't be agony or something. My first one was, like, if someone annoyed me, they suddenly go, oh fuck, I've shot myself. That would be an amazing superpower, wouldn't it? If someone have an argument with someone, they're going, you don't fucking talk to me like that, and you just go, and they go, I'll fucking shot myself. That is my superpower. I haven't, you see, if ever was a wish that a genie gave you a wish, you'd think about it, wouldn't you? You'd go, give me 24 hours. You'd have a meeting, you consult people, what's the best wish? I just came up with that without any thought, and I still don't think I'd regret it. Just see someone running down the road, holding their arse. Diarrhea going everywhere. They go, he must have had an argument with Ricky Gervais. Right, there you go. That's my superpower. Keena, here's a philosophical question. What's your take on the existence of a soul and consciousness? Well, consciousness that exists, doesn't it? That's an epiphenomenon. That's a feeling we have. That's an upshot of all our brain events. It's because we have a brain. It's still materialist in the sense that we don't know really what it does. It's like that's why I call it an epiphenomenon. But it's a thought, whereas a soul, I think, is something slightly more metaphysical, spiritual, hopeful. I don't know we have a soul in the sense that, I think the difference is, people mean a soul when they think it's something that's part of you that could exist without you being alive, which I don't believe in, obviously. I treat it like consciousness, really. You are who you are, and that dies with you. Like, I don't think your consciousness goes on after your brain's frazzled. Some people do. I've no evidence of that. I could be proved wrong. There could just be loads of consciousness floating around going, well, we're here. You can't hear us. Like, I don't believe you. We'll fucking think. But they can't do anything. So I don't believe anything can exist without our physical live body, so to speak. And sometimes people mean a good soul, meaning they're just a good person. They've got a good outlook, morality. They're nice, they're decent. But can anything of you exist after you die, apart from your memory and your legacy? I don't think so. But I could be wrong. Julia, how do you find British winters? Oh, yeah, I hate them. would you and Jane and Pickle ever move abroad? I mean, I've got no plans to. I'd never say never. There's no reason I wouldn't. And I love England. I love visiting loads of countries. Now, there's countries I can imagine living in. I can imagine living in loads of countries. And the winters would, unless something really, really bad happens and, you know, society goes to hell and we have to get out, I can't imagine being bothered to move out of England. But that's the time I think about it. In January and February when it's raining. When I get up and it's just raining and I can't even go for a walk, I go, fucking hell. Fucking England. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't mind winters. I don't mind if it's -10. If it's dry and I can still get about. You know, loads of nice countries that are crispy and sunny and covered in snow and -10. Just this drizzle. Just when you wake up and it's like you're in a fucking cloud. Sort of literally and metaphorically. It's just depressing, isn't it? But most of the time, it's alright, isn't it? Jeannie, being so famous, does the paparazzi follow you around everywhere you go in your area? No, I don't think so. They're always there, but they don't really bother me.
Love you, Ricky.
Hi.
Hey, you were hilarious on Ellen the other day.
Oh, thank you. That's always good fun, isn't it?
Yes.
No, oh no, look, be careful.
Shit.
Oh, Jesus. Listen. Any soundbite I might have is not worth killing yourself.
Yes, it is.
Listen, stand still, do it. And then I'm going to go and running, but I don't want you to hurt yourselves.
Okay.
Sure. Do you want to take a photo, you say?
When you're done with them, I don't want to get...
Okay, no, I'm done with them.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you, Rick.
Very first.
Oh, I don't know what order it's in. Don't run with me, you'll hurt yourself.
Thank you, Ricky.
Thank you, Ricky.
Thanks.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not that sort of bloke, am I really? They get me sometimes when there's probably no one better to, and I don't see them. I often see a picture, what the fuck was that taken? I look at what I'm wearing, I go, that's no clue, is it? What I'm wearing. I don't know. Could be any day. They'll think, oh, why are they fucking taking that? But they're out there. But no, they don't really bother me. They don't bother me because I don't see them. They don't chase me down the street or anything, like a boy band. And I think they know there's no story. Ricky Gervais wearing black, looking a bit fat. Yeah, we know. Let's use last year's photo. James Willoughby Oliver. Would you rather be constantly sticky or constantly itchy? That's a good one. I hate sort of both, really. If I've eaten an orange or something, I've got to wash my hands straight away. But itchy's bad, isn't it? I mean, itchy is like that's like a condition, isn't it? That's got to be slightly more annoying than being sticky, isn't it? It's all part of me. Is everything sticky? I suppose so. Oh yeah, that would be horrible. Itchy. I mean, you can scratch an itch, but then again, is everything? Am I scratching all the fucking time? I think sticky, you just go deal with it. I mean, itchy is like, it's annoying, isn't it? George Clooney wouldn't give you the fucking time of day with these questions. Do you know what I mean? Like, I sit down here, hot, red, fat, tired, frozen shoulder, And I really think about these answers. Now, Lionel Lemon. See what I mean? Imagine that. Imagine, I don't know, Ryan Reynolds. He probably would answer him. Do you have a title for your show yet? Oh yeah. And are you still enjoying the new material nights? And Sue asked him a question. And then she says, are you going to do any out of London? I plan to. First of all, I've got a title I'm thinking about. I keep going between one or two and then think of another one. But I think I've got a title that's sort of, it's good. It's one word. It annoys some people. Yeah, not sure yet. And I'm loving them. It's my favourite bit. I'd quite happily do new material nights forever. Just never finish it. Just do new stuff every. It's such a joy to go out. You know, 400 people scramble to get a ticket. It's cheap. It's like 17 quid at the moment. They see me do like 40. They see 3 other comics do 10. It's like the best new material night in the world, you know? And it's great. You just, you know, comedically it's great. Because it's great when it's finished and you're playing arenas and it's honed and it's perfect. But it's something nice about it being different every night and trying stuff out that you, deep down, you know will never make it. Or maybe it will. I've thought that before. And it has made it. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's great. Will I do some out of London? I plan to, but the thing is, if you go out of London and suddenly you're paying for everyone's rail fares and everyone's, you know, hotel bills, particularly mine, that's a lot of money to play a little venue for new material night, and it defeats the object if I'm suddenly charging them 40 quid for new material nights. I mean, I could lose money, I guess, but that's mad, isn't it? So it's sort of, there's a balance, but it's nice to get out, and I can do warm-ups in bigger places, I suppose. I think when I go out of town, it might be a little bit bigger to cover costs and still keep the ticket price cheap. Mr. T the Taco. I mean, seriously, would Jerry Seinfeld entertain this nonsense? As a man who has accomplished so much, I like him. What is there left for you to accomplish besides being knighted, losing weight, and buying some friends from Miss Jane Fallon? I don't know. I mean, it's quite an achievement just to still be working. I sort of appreciate that. Be sort of semi-healthy and working. And, you know, you've never nailed it. You've never nailed stand-up. There's always something that hasn't been done, or some way you can go, or some way to improve it, or, you know. I mean, that's true of anything. What's that quote? An education is never finished. So I feel like that. And I like my new sort of business ventures, like, you know, Dutch Barn Vodka and Cano Water. That's fun. Trying to break that, trying to get that a global brand. That's still fun. And, you know, there's something creative there. I do the adverts. That's real fun. That feels like content to me. And I just so happen to own the company as well. Yeah, there's not many things that I think, oh, I want to achieve that. But everything I do, I want it to be a success. I mean, I even thought of doing this for Spotify. I was talking to Spotify. They wanted me to do a show. And I thought I could do this for them. Think how shoddy this is. Imagine them taking this. Be good, wouldn't it? Half hour. Then you could do it as tracks, like each question. They could do a playlist, like all the times Ricky answered a stuffed fucking toy, or all the times Ricky talked about whether he'd rather have fucking lobster claws or elephant anus. You know, I'm not selling it very well. And I'd like $50 million, and I'll do one of these a week for Spotify. No, that's too many. One a month. I do a calculation. How long is he going to live? They go, fuck, it's not worth it. That's not fucking worth it. Oh, God. Monsieur Dougal. Another dog. What the hell is a tuffet, and who in their right mind would sit on one? That's a good question. I've always thought that. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet. Well, I know what a tuffet is. It's like a sort of a mound of grass, right? Like a tiny little hillock that's perfect to sit on. But what annoys me about that is they called her fucking Muffet just to rhyme with that stupid fucking word. Who's called Muffet? Should be who the fuck is called Muffet? They always do that, don't they? Little Jack Horner sat in a corner. You've called him Horner because the little cunt's in a corner. Admit it. Hubbard. Old Mother Hubbard. Oh, where did she go? Oh, I wonder. The fucking cupboard. Jack Sprat. Who's called Sprat? Maybe that is his name. Maybe it isn't. Georgie Porgy. Hold on. That doesn't even fucking rhyme with anything. Georgie Porgy, pudding pie, kiss the girls when I go. They could have called any. That's fucking Georgie fucking Porgy. But good point, Monsieur Dougal. Ollie Afterlife. Oh, God. Just read Determined by Dr. Robert Sapolsky, who eminently argues that free will is an illusion. Yeah. Because everything, even behaviour, every thought, every emotion, derives from what went before. I agree. Determinism, yeah. If that is true, no one is accountable for their actions. Yeah, that's true. But then the quantum leap people make is, well, if no one's responsible for their actions, everyone should be able to do anything they want. That's not true. Because a bear isn't responsible for its actions, is it? If a bear, if you're in the wild and you go up to a bear and whack it and it eats you, that's not responsible. It's a bear. That's why it does that. So we act accordingly. We stay away from bears. So it doesn't mean that anyone, because they're not responsible, you can't just let a serial killer run around because he wants to. We have to do something to protect other people because we've invented human rights. But yeah, it's a hell of an illusion though, free will. I mean, you can't get around it. It's impossible to imagine that you haven't got free will. Because it's not whether you can make a choice, because everyone feels they can make a choice. Lift your right arm up or your left arm up, that one. But it's you couldn't choose your choice, because you couldn't even choose the question. You couldn't choose the bit before. You couldn't choose cause and effect. So you can't choose. We're sort of like vessels. We're sort of... But that doesn't mean that morality doesn't exist, because that's the thing we've created and we like, because we feel that we want to live. I mean, even creativity. You can't sit down and go, right, I'm gonna write a joke about, you can't choose your thoughts. But what you can do is go, right, I'm not going to answer the fucking door. I'm going to put headphones in. I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to make myself an available vessel for an idea. Good question, that. Mel, if you'd go back in time to any concert, who would it be to watch? That's a good one. I'm always worried about that. It's like, is it someone that I'd absolutely love and I missed? Or is it sort of being part of history? Because there's people that I don't love now, but I think, it'd be amazing to see, the first Elvis concert or whatever. So it might not necessarily be your favourite person. I mean, things that are historic, you'd want to know why was it historic, like Woodstock or a tricky one, that, isn't it? Or Bowie's concert when he said he was killing off Ziggy Stardust, or Dylan when he went electric. Oh, there's so many. Oh, there's so many. Oh my God. Sex Pistols. Who would it be? Oh, that's so tricky. I keep thinking of things like Beatles and Elvis just because it's Beatles and Elvis Comeback concert. Although I can watch that, can't I? But it's being there, isn't it? I always think that about those sort of things. Like, I'll go back in time and witness that. But in real time, it might be, I always think those scientific ones, I think I've talked about this before, like when Einstein came up with E equals MC squared. But he probably did that over months. I'm sort of like I'm an invisible ghost in his study, am I, when he's fucking there for days. He's going I'm going MC fucking squared, but he can't hear me. And he has a little wank break. I'm going, fucking hell. Fuck's sake. Oh, God. Einstein, he probably had to, you know what I mean? It's going, oh, I've been fucking thinking all day. Have a little bit of me time. Oh, God. Right. George Clooney definitely wouldn't talk about Einstein having a little wank between E equals MC squared. Right. Oh, Jenna, is there a place you'd really like to perform that you haven't yet? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, countries in general, I haven't been to. Australia's the most obvious one, I guess, which is the furthest one away as well, isn't it? One day. I've only done Europe and North America. I haven't done Asia, Africa, South America. I think of Argentina. Argentina, I've heard, such a cool place. And, I've got a bit of profile in South America, because I think, because of Netflix, I've got a little bit of profile everywhere probably. It's just me being lazy. There's only so many days I can gig anyway. You know what I mean? So, one day though. It is pure, it's a long way, isn't it? I could take a private jet to anywhere I like in the world. And I go, that's a long way, isn't it? Yeah, Argentina, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? It's too far. Too far that way and down, isn't it? Someone said I'd love Japan because everyone's so quiet and restaurants are silent. That'd be amazing. Imagine going all that way just because restaurants are quiet. Rachel, have you ever painted or wallpapered anything in your life? That's worded like an accusation, isn't it? I can hear the attitude in that. Because it's not, have you ever painted or wallpapered anything in your life? It's, have you ever painted or wallpapered anything in your life? It's that, isn't it? I've painted the walls and stuff. Don't think I've wallpapered anything. I used to watch my mum up on a rickety ladder. Be like, careful, mum. Oh, God. Exercise books. We used to wallpaper our exercise books. Do they still do that? Why do we do that? I think it's so, because everyone writes fucking twat and knob and Mr. fucking Campbell is a twat, and then they wallpaper it. So if you write on the wallpaper, they can go, right, wallpaper over that. Well, they can't do that. Yeah. But yes, they could. Just make the people who don't want to write knob and bollocks all over there. Anyway, yes. I don't even know if I did those. I think my mum did them for me. Everyone had them. Just wallpapered exercise books. That is so weird. Why? You could tell people's decor in their house from their exercise books. All mine were like off-white anaglypta or that fake wood. I remember it. Oh, that's good, because you probably can't, because it was shiny as well, the fake wood. So you probably couldn't write on that so easy. But I remember the anaglypta. Is that what it is? The sort of like, is it knobbly? What's that stuff that's like knobbly? It's got like air bubbles. Or is that fake wood chip? One of them. Fucking hell, this was a load of bollocks, wasn't it? This is like, I don't know. Like being in a mental home. No offence. Right, there you go. That's another load of bollocks. I hope you enjoyed that. There's can of water. Buy can of water. That's quite a serious thing actually, because they're made from aluminium, so it's 100% recyclable, and we're trying to stop people use plastic bottles. Not only do you get loads of fucking nano plastics in your fucking brain, right, but people, they don't recycle it, they throw it in the oceans and it's clogging it up. Whereas this is 100% recyclable and sort of inert and everything. So, yeah, buy a can of water. And Dutch Barn. Cheers everyone. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye. Tatty bye.